probably reasonable for what that guy was opening.
What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today we're looking at the final table from the GG Poker Super High Roller WSOP final table. So this is an open from EP, and then we figured out that we're thinking that King Jack here has to be a jam. So if you look at a similar arrangement on the wizard. uh, King Jack would be the floor here, so can you really blame the net for passing on the floor? Who knows? He ends up folding. And we think it's a little tight, but it's in there, but it's the floor, right? He's not like, he's not like folding a king queen suited or something.
I mean, here's an interesting one. If he rips king jack suited, can he get big blind off of king queen suited?
I think big blind is out of there
Mm.
so quick, and if you call, you're punting as big blind. We're being
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm looking at a sim and yeah, big blind probably gets out with king queen suited, which means he gets.
Especially if Watson knows how the guy's been playing.
This
And
is
he-
better. Okay, so what is the floor of the call range by Mr. Watson? Just standard conditions, not considering Dimitri's, trying to buy a new house.
The sim I'm looking at, which is not perfect, has nines and ace queen.
Oh, oh, it was the game. It was a question.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You
It's,
asked
it's okay,
I-
it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
You said ace queen or ace king?
ace queen.
Ace queen feels brave.
Yeah,
I'll
definitely.
say,
We get, Michael has a good chance of getting a pay jump.
I
If we-
guess
okay,
those
oh.
ace queen is okay, cause
Especially
the
if he
rejammer
takes
is supposed to
the guy out
have
himself.
ace jack, ace ten, king queen, king jack, so you have some hands you don't.
You wanna show this in then?
Yeah, sure. It's all not perfect, but like, it's all indicative. So we've got some deep stacks, cutoff rejams 12, big blind here has 17. And this is what he calls with.
Oh yeah, king queen suited would be punting here. Even ace jack suited would be. punting.
Minus 0.5, it's pretty bad, yeah.
Okay, alright.
And he, and in this case, our guy has 10, not 12. Does that mean he doesn't have any raises that it's jam or fold?
No,
12
you
had a
still,
Facing an
you still have
open, you
some,
mean?
you still have some opens, Scotty.
No, I don't mean that. No, after Focus Nick opens and he's got the king jack suited. The sim said that he had some raises and some jams.
No,
You'd be very
raises
brave.
were.
At 10, you can't 3 bet. You have
Wait,
to-
Wait, Scotty, weren't the raises the same? It was like 11.9 or no?
I've got him with a raising range, of a 4 big blind raise, and it's
Oh, really? Okay.
aces and a couple of bluffs.
Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say, Scotty,
Aces, a
I've
little
seen
bit of
some
ace 8 suited, a
3.5s.
little bit of ace 10-0. So hyperpolar, aces and ace blocker.
Yeah, 10 probably no. No,
Right.
clicking.
And
But if the
EVs are
guy
very
opens
close.
off 10 and you cover, maybe you can find some clicks against him.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah,
Because you could have big
which I
stacks.
think Gabe is referencing.
Might do
Yeah,
something.
yeah. Like we've watched some deep runs and some other things, and people get pretty creative with their like 3.5 3-bet sizings off very short stacks. I think it's a function of
12.
like, yeah, I think it's just a function of chip average, really. Like if everyone's short, it's gonna apply pressure.
Wow, he's 3xing right into the big stacks queens.
What kind of sizing you make it when you have queens here and you're against
Wow.
three?
I
Wow,
would think for a while too.
He went,
3.5x.
he went 3x. Wow. How many bigs is Focus
Yeah.
Nick?
I
I
like
would
that
maybe
size,
go
just over 3x.
7, 5 big blinds? I don't know.
I don't even know if
That's
this is
fine.
big enough. I might go 11.
I
Three-
go, I'm. This is famous.
Who knows what
Just think-
Tommy is gonna do?
Everyone else sitting at the
Five.
table, every single time you see someone open to 3 big blinds, everyone else makes money because of them taking on
Yeah,
excessive
that's
risk.
right.
Like every single time you're like, I just made $10. I just made $5. I just made $7.
He's figured out Dimitri.
Wait, did Focus Nick just open 6-4-0?
Yes,
Oh, wow, that's really
Right
impressive.
right into Dimitri's big blind.
Yeah,
That's
he's
so
got it
impressive.
figured out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Animal.
okay. And then this might,
Oh boy, here
Call.
comes the jack.
Oh,
Whoa.
seems like you need to just defend and play a pot.
That is tight.
What do you think the
Hmm.
floor is?
king,
10.
king nine, king 10.
Yeah, one of those.
You got 20 bigs. You probably have one of the larger risk premiums at the table facing chip leader. I don't think it's the
Yeah.
craziest thing.
I mean,
I
it's an
mean,
Yeah.
I feel like maybe folding tens, offsuit tens, but this would probably be towards the floor.
This guy's playing half the hands though.
I did that
Yeah,
yesterday.
but he can, it doesn't really matter. Just because you know what he's doing doesn't mean that you get to play table please versus the guy. Unless you really want
Yeah,
to
but it
step in
means
front
I
of the
can
crank.
flick in a chip with king jack, man. Come on, king jack. One chip. Let's see a flop.
I folded that the other day against a guy who hadn't played a hand in 50 hands.
Share to file
Yeah,
and
it's a little
meeting.
different.
Let's see, what
No,
did 10?
It had
10
been
put in?
50 hands. The HUD was up.
I can never, I gotta download these pictures to look at them, which is like the
Right
most
click
tilting
and
thing.
open a new tab.
Oh, genius, genius guy. Oh, you're right, look at that. Okay, so it is king nine. This is a little different though, like, is it a little different actually?
It's pretty similar. There's
Well,
a UTG with 10, there's a low jack with 15. There's
What is
small blind with
17?
20,
What
there's
is
small blind
18
with
million?
20, and then there's big blind with 25. He had 20.
And this
So it's
opener only
like,
has 40, so he'll be a bit more in line maybe.
That's what I was thinking.
When you're
Which like
mean-
would
sacrificing,
only tighten our range, right? Like if we can still defend versus him, then should be better against Focus Nick.
yeah, that's true.
when
I
you're
Just
would
a hair,
think,
but yeah.
cutting off 2 pips of your range, it's like over folding, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You
Skip the
can
zero
fold king
EV
nine,
ones.
sure.
As much as I like
Yeah.
over folding, I don't know if I like this much.
And if you've paid attention, I mean, you want to use the worst one that you would defend as an occasional bluff. Just like 3x it and see what he says. I think he's giving
Army
people
guy
a
will
credit with it.
go either out or he will like bust someone. There's like you can just fold the thing. Like army guy will go out within 40 hands very very likely.
Are they all playing tighter cuz Army is out there lagging it up, you think?
They don't see it.
But he has 12 mil, man. I don't know if you can just assume he's gonna punt it all.
Did you see how he plays?
No one knows it. They just see it's a dash.
Um, but No Ola is also one of the tightest people, it looks like. Even
Yeah, but
lower number than Dimitri.
Who?
Oh, open jam and big.
The one that folded King Jack. They're
Open
just a
jam
nit
seems
too.
fine,
Oh,
right?
I see.
Good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
What flag is it? No.
Hong Kong.
'Cause that's what I was gonna do.
Hong Kong.
Oh,
Yeah,
3x.
this guy Army is completely
Oh,
disrespectful.
He gets the 3x through again.
And he's getting away with it. You gotta.
Why did he
What?
switch from limping to 3xing, man?
He's
bro,
mixing it up.
just
It's just
you
mixing
just
it
gotta
up.
click. Just gotta click buttons.
I don't know how to
Mixing it
play
up is such
against
a
this
great
strategy.
euphemism for clicking buttons.
Okay, he opened, right? And got called. Betting quarter, pair board.
Top pair, but
Yeah,
big.
he's got good stuff.
It's not.
Oh,
like-
is it a quarter bet?
Oh my goodness. Look
I'm
at
not sure, actually. I would think you
Maybe-
might size up here.
the
The guy
call
should
Yeah.
lack
of the-
threes in
Very
range,
dry
right?
board, yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one we could run if you wanna run Arcturus.
So the
Actually,
problem
the
finding correct stacks.
turn sizing is kind of good. That guy knows what he's doing.
What did he bet on the turn? What percentage?
Half pot geo,
Okay.
pretty nice. It's like not
Yeah.
overly large. So you still get called by stuff.
Look at this, queen 5 off. What do? You jam here?
Young money's not having it.
Is it a 3-bet or a jam? What do you think?
Wait, with
Jam.
A7 suited?
Jam.
This here.
I think you're
20
jamming
bigs.
suited and I think you're not all in raising the offsuit if you're bluffing.
So this wouldn't be a great like 1.5 mil?
I think ace 7 off would make a better 1.5 mil if you were gonna implement something like that.
Out of position from a small blind, you sure? 'Cause
Not
I-
100%, no.
I would use the offsuit one from the button and from the big line. But-
Jam is good.
But
I have
then-
a spot for you.
Here, let's see what, I think the offsuits are the ones that are gonna be not all inning.
Do we have a sim for this?
Can HRC
Yeah.
this?
It also like, it kind of,
Yeah, look,
You-
see offsuit,
you're
not all in.
crying if you give a player like this a chance to rebluff you, which is like a consideration. If you're up against someone who's really good, it's kind of nice to like not give them the chance.
You really wanna reopen the door with only good hand, basically?
And
Mhm.
total garbage, ace five oh.
And bad, yeah.
And then, yeah, no, you can use offsuit aces.
Yep.
Just not jams.
Good enough to
like, he'll just
jam, so you
snap you
don't
with-
wanna not jam.
And what was, and the non-jam size was 3 or 3.5?
Smaller actually, 2.5, it's 5. Seems small to me, but
Ooh, Michael Watson finds a good fold, I think.
What'd the guy have? Oh,
Facing the UTG open. From a guy who's
yeah,
got a high risk premium, I
In-
think it's pretty heads up
Yeah,
fold.
from the
easy
nit.
fold.
Even the
From the
nit
nit.
found the ace jack open though. Good job,
Yeah,
nit. Poor Sir Mike, very disciplined fold.
yeah. This guy, the guy, he's open. He's got massive risk premium. He's opening first position. So
Ooh,
Probably need
oh
a
blinds went
swap.
up too, now he only has 9.
what did he do with tens? Fold tens as well. I reckon Galen.
I
Ugh.
don't know, man.
And
They're indifferent, I
Once you
think.
block the bottom, right? Or
Yeah,
is
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
bottom?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, maybe bottom's offsuit jack.
these are
Hmm.
some hard decisions here.
What do you do
This should
here?
be
I think
a
fold eights.
fold.
Mark to open. What?
I think fold eights and defend the big blind.
16.
Can we find this
16 and a
here? I'd
half.
be highly interested because
Yeah, fold.
Just went from 3 big blind open to 2.1.
so this
Louis, what do
stack
you wanna,
is
what do you wanna do with this?
20 big, oh, it's too short, right? 20 big blind, we can't step in front of the train, is that it? Just fold. I wanna know
Yo.
with floor, what do you do with 9? What do you do with 10?
You probably start.
Is
I
this
don't
ever
know,
a
dude.
jam?
I don't think this is ever a jam, but maybe,
What
Tens, you
pair
got
do you
jam
jam?
tens.
I don't know
I'll
if you're doing
HRC.
a,
Jam a pair.
it's a good question. I don't know.
This
I
guy,
would be, tempted to call pocket tens,
tempted to call, and then
although I don't think it's correct.
You're
You're
playing
probably-
a cooling range. Interesting. I've never played cooling range here.
Well, you get a discount is the only thing, so like, you are incentivized to, flick in half a chip sometimes, I think.
Can you go back to
I mean-
payout structure?
the payout structure, yes.
It was 9 mil for first, or 900,000 for first, I think.
Very simple, like
90,000 for last. Scales up. from there.
943 for first, 728 for second. 563 for third. 455 for fourth. 336 for fifth. 260 for sixth. 202 for seventh. 157 for eighth, and then 122 for ninth.
Cool. Alright,
Alright, so what do you say, Galen, here? Tens, you wanna call?
I don't know, dude. Tens, I'm not jamming. I don't think I'm jamming first under the gun with this risk premium and tens. Like, maybe I start jamming jacks or something.
Okay,
Even
jack.
that feels
It's
good.
also like
Even,
20
feels
big
good
blinds is a
bad.
lot of big blinds. And maybe you just don't really wanna play a lot of jams. Small blinds
yeah,
are
maybe you
easy.
just have some, you do have some chip utility in your stack. You're right, Tim. Maybe you can just work in like some non all ins there and folds.
In a small blind?
Yeah, I'm looking at a spot and yeah, small blind V UTG.
Show
You
it.
just don't do a lot of jamming for 20. Okay, here's kind of the same one we were looking at. There's some short stacks. UTG opens with 35. Short, there are short stacks at the table. Small blind has 20. And there using, I mean, okay, so
This
they're
looks-
using
this
this
looks good.
5 strategy. They're using this 12 strategy, which is kind of like an all-in, but weird.
It's an effective jam that can fold versus, I guess, commitments from the big blind. I don't know.
Exactly. So, okay, yeah, so these hands actually are okay with more or less just going all in. The EVs are all razor thin. You can also
I would
just, like,
say,
you
yeah,
can,
reds.
you can flat, you can click it. It is
But you see,
tens in
Like
this
the
spot.
calling range 0.5%, so it's really like out of the strategy.
It's not a big
Yeah,
part.
exactly.
Not a big part.
But like, if you rejig the range slightly, you know, you could add that the EVs do run close.
What do
But
you
I think it's
think?
more important to
Do you
have the
think
general
we can
tightness
solve our
rather than
noise
exactly.
here, or what do you think happens if we solve it down a little further? Those little pair just disappear?
I mean, no, it probably like, you just wanna, just a tiny bit more action and a tiny bit more board coverage and whatever.
Okay. Alright.
I mean, you know, it's like if you roll it and you roll it 5% of the time, like it's not.
Wait, stay in
if
the
you
spot
play the
for one
strategy,
sec.
it's not a big deal.
Let me make sure I have the stacks right.
This one?
Yeah, 5.8. Yeah, okay. I'm good. Alright, I'm
I would
going
be
in.
Alright.
pretty I'd be surprised if you generate something much different from what Tim had.
Okay, I was right, tens plus. No cooldown.
Yeah, pretty close, Lewis.
Ace jack off.
Guy goes 2.2 as well, by the way.
Oh, a good fold. He knows what he's
Ace
doing.
jack off is like a sliver in my sim, ace queen off to go.
Come on, army.
Top set.
He flopped too much. He found the check. Picks up a gutter. Finds the check though. I like the check, I think. How big does he go?
One big blind.
He jammed. I think you just jam as Michael. You
Yeah.
don't.
The thing with the queen, I don't think Mike wants to bet on the queen because like if he's got a check back range, it might be like an ace queen type hand, you know,
Mhm.
which just wants to get to like showdown.
Oh,
Okay,
and
young money, I feel like this
ambitious,
is
right?
probably wide. It's probably
Yeah.
too
That's
wide.
wide.
Very
At
ambitious.
least 1 pip.
Yeah,
This
young
guy's the
money
guy
doesn't
who
care.
doesn't care.
No,
Yeah.
he
I
doesn't
kinda
care.
wanted to see, I kinda wanted to see blind v blind play, you know, 2 bad hands against each other,
I
but
feel like, young money's the guy, if he ever gets a chip lead, he's gonna make everyone's life miserable. Like, he's the guy you don't want to have the chips.
I'm sure Army has some moves as well.
Yep,
so
Army also.
Watson here is in hijack
Oh,
13.
Yeah, he's gonna
I
min
kinda just
raise.
wanna
yeah, open.
I like it.
stuff it.
Can't jam.
From a
Can you
later
jam?
position, is it okay to just rip it for 13?
Yeah, it's okay. This is gonna be his min raise bluff, right? He's gonna balance this with like aces and kings and ace king suited hands like that.
I've made this mistake before, Tim. I don't think you really wanna rip this hand.
You're
This
right,
is
it's
not a
ace jack
jam?
O.
Is this not a jam pre-flop?
I don't think it is.
No,
Would you leave this?
no. No,
Kind of a scary board to lead. You're gonna get
but
check
young
raised
money
a lot.
will.
Versus Watson,
money
he's
doesn't
protected.
care.
Yeah, Louis, big blind
Yeah,
can
he's
jam
gonna
here.
flop anyway.
You're right.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can jam pre.
Okay, show it then. If you can.
What's Watson's
Yeah.
range? I'm interested. It's just gonna be very
So-
polar.
That's what I
So
thought.
here's hijack. The main jams are like suited kings and queens here and a little bit on the offsuit side.
Oh,
Galen was correct. This loses a little bit to jam, better to min raise. And facing that, big blind has a pretty aggressive rejamming strategy.
Yeah, you should
I
box
guess,
you up, right?
I guess the
Yeah.
nice thing here is like if he has ace 10-0, king 10-0, jamming queen 10 suited is pretty sweet.
Okay, thanks a lot.
yeah, interesting. I thought there'd be more jams by Watson, but I guess ICM's so high, you can only jam a small percent on the range.
Yeah, even at 13, like I guess it'll pick up at like 12, 11, 10.
Well, you
Yeah,
also
like
have
s-
Dimitri going into the big blind. Dimitri's, quite a big margin shorter than you are now, so. You do wanna exercise some caution, I think.
Sure.
Kitty karma.
Army, oh my goodness.
Should just be raise fold, I reckon.
What do you think Army is gonna do here? What
I
would you do if
th-
you
Dude,
were
he's
in the
gotta
game?
fold.
He's gonna
I
fold.
think it
Got
should be a
fold.
fold. It should be a fold. I thought he was gonna raise.
Whew,
It's
What a
like
straight.
to
Yeah.
prank
He
it, it's
thought
a bare
about it.
minimum of ace jack O, right?
I'm sure he
I
thought
would
about it
think.
for 1 minute at least.
Okay, king nine, interesting, kind of close here, right? But fold, good fold. I think.
It would be the 4, right? Oh, Army is going. Some size.
I don't hate this one.
I don't
Chip
either.
leader. What is chip leader gonna do here? Little.
Okay. Alright, now,
Stuff it.
if you are
Stuff
savage,
it.
if you are a savage army, you could pile here.
There's no
Or you
Pile?
might still have room to go like
Would-
4.9, right?
days.
You have no
Maybe.
piling range.
Yeah,
Eh,
no piling, only super small.
Army had
Just good.
some moves at the beginning, but now that he got a grip of a bunch of chips, I think he looked at the numbers and he sat down a little bit on his chair.
Probably. He probably realized, ooh, I can make a lot of money here.
Now he's like, I want that fourth place money.
At first he
Is
was
this
like
a
a little
defense?
reckless, but now he's like, oh.
He's also like, he's like, man, these GG final tables are always in such a bad time zone. I need to go to sleep,
I need
get
to
up
go
in the
to sleep,
morning.
need to go to work tomorrow.
Damn it, Daddy.
He's
Jack four
probably
is
back
good?
in the chat like, can we hurry up? I gotta get.
Oh man, what did Lemon Party do? Did he call off the jam?
Oh,
It was like for 2 chips more, I'm pretty sure.
Got it.
oh,
Ooh, this is a very hard spot. What are you doing, Young Money? Young Money is not the guy to pass this up, I think.
What kind of open, man? That's a little
Okay.
bit disrespectful.
You call, no? Is it a
Oh,
three
dude,
bet?
he doesn't care, man. He's got a grip now.
Was Jack four suited a call? Like
No.
7 hands ago.
So this is a push? Oh no, it's. two.
Lemon Party's gonna 3-bet, I think.
So that's 30 bigs, right? Yeah. So 20,
think-
20 bigs? How many bigs is that?
Jam.
60
Jam
would be
good, right?
20, and then
And
60.
jam and pray.
Or is it too
And that's
much?
8.
Why would you guys give up all of your chip utility in the stack that you've built by just
What do you
jamming?
want, a 3-bet call off or?
Wanna just
3-bet
call?
folds versus
go-
4-bet.
Any-
What,
3-bet
how do we
fold
read the
small,
mid race instead of
but
3x?
Galen, define chip utility.
Chip utility is the ability to, uh, make, get more raising and, yeah, you can just tool your chips a little bit more than just jamming, you know? Like, why put yourself at risk when you could accomplish the same thing without putting yourself at risk? Like, you just, if you make, if you, how am I wording this? So like, there's spots where you can, instead of just jamming, you can like maybe use 3x and stuff and you just don't get deleted when you run into coolers and things like that. That's what I mean.
Deleted, like,
Oh, we went for the big jam.
Like, we have 30 bigs, why do you wanna play it like we have 18 bigs? That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, I didn't word it very well, Danny, but that's kinda, yeah, that's the idea. Like, you can do more with less kind of thing.
you
It's
guys
an
wanna see a strat?
efficiency.
Yes.
So you're sizing,
Yeah.
sizing here at a position against the 2 big blind open would be approximately what off of that stack?
6 big blinds.
Okay.
Maybe
6
even
big
a little
blinds
bit
is a
less.
nice size. So I've got a sim here where we've got some shorties. We've got a 9, we've got a 13.
Good.
Button opens up 41.
This is good.
And
This is
we're
good, Tim.
chilling in, yeah, this is pretty good. And we're chilling in small blind with 30. And I was kind of persuaded, it's like, we don't wanna be all in that much, like blah, blah, blah. And,
Okay, so it does
apparently
have a
ace queen
jam
O
range.
wants to be in.
The bottom
Yeah,
can't call
buddy.
because of
Jam it.
Watson.
Yeah. And because, button obviously just has tons of opens, then they have tons of folds. This is what
Well, it's one
button
of those
calls off
things
with.
like, okay, how much out of your strategy do you think you would be losing just to omit a jamming range there? Because you have to have
I
something
mean,
strong
nothing
that's
really,
protecting.
cuz the EVs are the same.
Mhm.
But that's kinda what I'm getting at. So like this range has built out a jamming range because it needs something strong to protect all of those wheelie boys over there. And like, you know, The suited broadways over there really do benefit from jamming, but you need something to protect that. So a little bit of ace, king, a lot of ace, queen. Cause I don't know, raise folding ace, queen does kinda suck. Like you really don't wanna
Right.
do that. But,
I'm actually on that mind. Yeah, so if we, if
What
we
you're saying
do
is,
raise it and then he stuffs it on
And
us.
forget raise folding, the guy can flat too. And make
that's
our
another
life
thing.
hard.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
guy's a dash, man.
Yeah, how much flatting does the button actually do versus a 3-bet?
A fair bit.
Okay, this is more than I estimated. This is true,
Jacks,
Danny.
tens, suited
Um,
Here
nines.
comes Dasher.
Yeah, he can come dashing in with a 7-6 suited there and really hurt
Yeah,
our
he's got a little
feelings.
bit of 10-9 suited on his mind, a little bit of king jack O on the side. Yep.
Christmas will come early if you're not too careful. So versus a guy like that, maybe building out a jam range is actually gonna be more profitable because he is probably a little more unorthodox than most.
Well, and it's calling off because he 4-bet jams some ace rag on us. And that stuff's it just doesn't happen. Even from good players, it just doesn't happen.
The two
So,
fold on the button?
This might be too light.
I
Ace
kind of
ten
like
in this
inducing with ace
spot.
king O and calling off because he can actually plausibly have like some ace queen O. And then with ace queen O just ripping it because like you just want to deny. Just get him off king jack, get him off ace everything.
Mhm,
Is that
mhm.
really a button
One
fold?
hand back.
Yeah, look how many shorties there are, Scotty, and you're opening into the big stack in the small blind. You're gonna get free bet a lot. Twos just isn't good enough. It's probably gonna
Alright.
be like pocket fours or something. Maybe pocket fives.
For lemon?
Tighty tight.
Yeah.
Or
Maybe
if it's
four.
worth anything, it's worth like a
Maybe threes.
sliver, an absolute sliver. And it's not that bad to just skip it.
Alright, this guy has 13, that guy has 8, the guy in the big blind had 7. And we're minning, yeah,
what do you do
maybe.
here if you're young money? Little 3-bet ski or?
You probably
Yeah.
could. Do you want a 9 though? I don't know if it makes a
I
huge
I
difference.
can't skip this.
Is this a spot? Oh, Danny, for sure. Danny are gonna 3-bet fold.
I mean, if you're worried
The
about
bigger-
Siberian, if you're worried
Yeah.
about I'm Siberian, this
Yeah,
guy,
the bigger the player, the more you're gonna do it, huh, Danny?
I put a
Dude,
deuces in the chat.
there's no way I can skip this spot. I
This is
don't have
the,
it
this is
anymore.
this is the buttons opening range in that.
I do like 3-betting
When I
here.
was a young nit, I would fold here no problem. I'd be like, oh, he raised, alright, I'm out. But now I know better.
Okay.
I just can't do it.
What young money does. Young money is, I think he's, oh, he just called.
Don't think I like that one. Think we call ace 10 ace jack suited and we 3-bet ace 9 suited.
Danny, you're a child of the sim.
Yeah, I'm never skipping this, Tim. Not a shot.
I don't think you get to call much when you're covered. ICM, from what I
It's
remember.
literally that triangle. It's ace jack suited, ace 10 suited, king queen suited, queen jack suited. It's like
What's
that
that, like
little region
5%?
up there.
I dropped one in the chat.
Yeah, it's like 3%
See,
cool.
that's exactly what I thought, but I thought that the blue was gonna be like bigger.
Oh, we don't want the 9 though, you're right, Galen.
Five, but you can-
Yeah,
Galen,
Nine's
Galen,
kinda,
Galen.
nine's kinda sketchy, huh?
Yeah, the
nine's
nine,
kind of
Yeah.
sketchy, but prefer to just maybe 3-bet fold everything 9 and lower.
Is it worth building a flattening range here for like such small combos, or yes?
Well, Lewis, you're closing position. It's like you're gonna have position. There's a lot of value built up into that. So I think like specifically on the button, small blind and big blind, it's probably pretty good to have flats. at
These
some
hands
Yeah,
that
it's
want
okay.
a flat really want a flat. Like
Yep.
they really don't want a 3-bet fold. They really don't want to like just
Fold.
do anything
Yeah,
except
I
for
just
flat.
worry. I just worry about board coverage if it doesn't come like high card board, you know.
You
Well,
have
that's
slivers of
why,
pairs.
About it.
yeah, that's why you have slivers of pairs to cover.
You could also, I mean, you'll see in different arrangement, it has a sliver of ace 5 suited there. You probably see a
Gatling
couple
shot
other
with
ones with
hard hand.
slivers.
Uh-oh,
Honey.
mystery hand. Alright, so what's Lemon Party gonna do? I think he's gonna 3-bet small.
Flat. I like flat here.
Wow.
Yeah, so our flat range shifts up, right? Like EP, now we start flatting ace queen suited and
Uh,
like, I
Do
don't even
we
know what we
have
do
a
with ace
flat
ten
range
suited.
here? I don't even know if we have a flat range here.
Maybe we have no flats actually.
Versus this
Oh,
guy?
sorry, HRC is breaking me up. I think you're right, maybe we have no flats. But it is army.
Yeah,
Can
fair,
break the
fair,
rules.
fair. Bet small,
Or check behind.
check behind. Or check behind, yeah.
check.
Now
feel
we
like
gotta start waking up, right?
you gotta do something, I think.
Bet small.
Wow, he checks again. He's really giving him rope.
Army is a blaster. He did do like a, a crazy like overbet line earlier, but he had the nuts.
How big do we go on river now, though?
You can't go too big. Army's basically playing face up. He's got like nothing.
Is it like a third pot?
Oh, look at
Milky
that.
try
There,
to get a jack to call.
looks like there is a little bit of flatting with ace queen.
Ace queen suited. It's like the whole range.
It's
is
like the
ace queen suited.
magic region that, yeah, if anything does it, it makes sense.
Very balanced range here. Ace jack, ace
Yeah.
queen, tens.
A little bit of king queen
Hey, there's
suited
a
on the tree.
sliver of ace king O. There's a
Literally like-
sliver of,
Literally like 2 combos total range.
So.
yeah. But when it makes sense, it makes sense. Like, don't worry about being balanced.
I really don't like the check on the turn.
I don't
That's
either. He's
weird.
playing face
Kinda weird.
up, like, get your value.
No,
What the
yeah,
hand are you waiting
like if
for?
he has an 8 or a 7 or a 9 in his hand, whatever, he'll call once on turn, maybe. 8,
Yeah,
9.
I kind of.
Yes, dude, he has the 8. He has the 8.
God.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
He has 8,
Nah,
9
easy
for sure.
call.
He has 8,
This
9.
this is probably why he checked her, because like, I don't want to get check raised and get jammed on the river.
I don't know what I do
What
here. I
is-
think
Why
I,
does he
Check
have an
it.
8? He doesn't have an 8.
I think
Why
has
did
an
he
8.
check an 8 on the river?
Because he knew Lemon House would go for it.
oh
And
No,
he
man,
but he
raised a
checks
big bet. He bets
everything.
like 67% and then he still raises.
I think.
and it's a big raise.
This
It's a
is
big
a spot
raise.
where it's
No
very.
way I fold.
You fold to majority of people, but if you know that army is playing like the way he is. Yeah.
I think
Guys,
I'm
what do you
folding.
think?
Guys who
Okay,
fold suck.
jacks.
Wait, pause it.
Pocket jacks.
I think you're supposed to fold to majority of the players here, but army.
I don't think it matters who
think-
that it's army. I think you fold anyway.
I think you fold anyway, cause you haven't seen what army has been up to anyway. Like he's
I'm
been,
not
he's-
paying this. I'm folding.
yeah, folding, right? But you see the big blind here, I don't think he is, right?
He's just going through the motions like, why did I not bet the flop? Why did I not bet the turn? How am I so bad? I didn't bet the turn. Why did I bet the river? Okay, I fold. That's what's gonna happen.
Okay, hear me out. Do you think you get more value betting turn or betting river?
Turn.
Right? I agree.
I agree too. Equity's not yet, completely defined, so like there's draws. That might come along
Mm.
still.
A million hands have hope of seeing a river, including dominated flush draws and straight draws.
Jack
Now
10
you're basically,
suited.
you're up against like
King
the
10.
squarely the
Not
nuts
allowed.
here.
There's an
or-
8 check. There's an 8 check on the river.
Having spade is bad also here, right? Two big spades like that.
It doesn't
I
really
don't
matter because they didn't
know
bet a lot, so like,
matters.
there's. it,
Yeah, this
like,
is not like a spades kind of brick bluff, I don't think. You'd have heard about spades at some point.
Yeah,
Could be ace
Dean,
8
nines would be pretty sweet.
Pocket nine bluff would be insane here and,
What do we think about the sizing here?
it's huge.
think it's
Dude, it's huge.
Fine. I mean, the bet was huge.
I like it.
The raise, it's like
Well,
3x.
do I like it? It's kind of big. Is it kind of big? 3
Yeah.
point. It's a
You think
little
this is
big.
an ever 9-10, right? Not really.
I doubt,
think it
no, no,
could
no,
be.
no, no, no.
It
I
has
don't think
to
it's
be like
9-10.
pocket 7 or 8-7 or jack 8.
I feel like this is, ace eight.
No, even naked trips
or-
is enough.
Yeah,
obviously.
like,
Any 8 could do that if you were army,
yes.
you were like.
But how many
Lemon
naked
House-
eights does he have?
Lemon
though?
House
He
check
opened
turn, like Lemon
UTG.
House doesn't have the boat.
10
I
8.
mean,
10 8 9 8 probably.
Also
suited,
like,
if he opens
this
them.
line is way under red, right?
Yeah, that's why he might level himself to calling.
That's why 8 is not checking. It blocks or bets himself on 8. On the river.
Yeah, but people like
Because
to
he never
trap.
bets. It goes check check every time. So what's the point in trapping? Now you can just milk whatever queens.
It's not
Whatever.
true, Arcturus. You do have some really, really polar lines that contain very strong hands that play this way.
I really think, my spidey sense is saying jacks, right?
Could be
Cause
jacks.
like
Could
check
very
tops
well
out
be
on the flop.
jacks.
When you figure
Hmm.
your opponent's check back range is just like full
Oh,
of
he
ace
emoted!
X.
He has it for sure.
And like you figure your opponent's gonna bet on the turn, and then on river, you're like, I have the stone nuts, and like I need him to stab or bluff.
Oh,
So like let
man.
him stab or
Do
bluff.
we think, how's he balancing the game
No,
right?
it is 8-9,
Okay.
let's go! Dude, as soon as he emotes, I'm snap folding every time.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, Lemon House bet the turn. What are you doing?
And,
I said
Arcturus.
8-9, that was the first hand I said.
They can pull
Yeah,
out the
you're right.
emote bluff.
Full to emoji.
Arcturus, why would he check? You're gonna have to ask him, but clearly it worked out.
10-6 suited, man. He's feeling it now. Fucking hell.
Alex, shut up.
You just raised 3-bet 10-6 suited. What the fuck?
Oh
Tim,
my
I
god.
played a
Is
hand just like that yesterday with Jax.
So
It was a
mean.
fun one.
Yeah.
Danny,
Were you were the one with jacks?
Yeah, I checked
And
jammed
just
river. and
trapping,
got
just trapping to the end? Yep. Mhm.
hit by a jack, in fact.
was
Oh,
it
wow.
Danny? Was it Peter or
Focus.
Danny who said I'm instant folding to the emote?
That was Danny.
Danny.
Danny, so you're instantly folding to the emote. If it was a live game and they started talking to you though, would you see that as a sign of strength? Or
Fold.
something?
Fold.
For sure, man.
When they start talking in like a
Probably.
big
If
spot
they
live,
Dimitri's
engage
earnings, look
me,
at Dimitri's earnings. He's only got 50K. He definitely sattied here.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, so finish
It
what you're
depends
saying.
though, it depends. It depends what vibe I get off them, but I feel like if I'm in the tank and they're engaging me, yeah, it just depends.
Because
Usually that's strong, I think.
I remember the thing of saying a bet and a speech is the speech is usually trying to strengthen the bet, but
Okay, what's the floor here if you're the big?
Mm.
I don't think I like Michael's jam here.
yeah,
Like, you
Michael's
got a
jam
free,
is
What do you do
kind of
here?
borderline.
You fold?
It's
Dude, you
four
gotta-
bigs though, mate.
it doesn't matter. You have a free pay jump here. Like, you almost always make money by just folding. And like Focus Nick is just gonna, Army or Focus Nick is coming along so frequently here, I think.
Run it.
Yeah, but yeah, can we HRC this? I think Michael is defensible. I think Focus Nick is insane.
Focus Nick is just disrespectful. Calling this.
I can share, by the way, the results of previous HRC.
Okay, let's see the first, what was it? It was.
Alright. It was the, under the gun opened and small blind had pocket eights. And we were trying to
It's-
figure out what he should do. And it's a nice hole in the graph here.
So you can see, it's actually like the inflection point where everything is basically just indifferent for board coverage almost, like 7, 6s,
If we show
5, 4.
EV, yeah, they're all kind of 0 EV-ish. So really, like,
9.
tens starts making a bunch of money.
It
So
must
it
be
is
something
a
to do with
slider
the under
then,
the
but
gun
we think
range.
From,
Yeah, under the
The
guns
wizard.
opening like stuff. They
So
hit back
you would
this
need
time.
to, so there's gonna be like some spots that are indifferent between call and raise. The call spots are hard to do just because you really need to have it super converged for them to actually be competitive. But if you hover like, what are some of the popular ones usually? Like, it's usually gonna be pretty close between call and not really in some of these. Making
Even
dollars.
this ace jack, like, if I ran it down more, I think it'll just jam.
What pay structure did you use for this? You're only making dollars, I see, so it's like you just put something
Oh,
in.
yeah, I divided everything by, instead of whatever 100,000, it's just whatever. So multiply everything by 1,000. Or by 100,000. By a lot.
5,000.
It
By
would have to be
1,000.
it would have to be like 1,000 or something, cause it's not making like
So
1.5
it is
million.
different
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the range we
There
seen
you go.
on, on the wizard. It plays a little bit more
by 1,000.
aggressive. Right? The range on wizard also, you didn't run with the 3-bet range, no? Cause the wizard had betting
No, he
small.
didn't. He didn't have a 3-bet range, which is.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so you'd have to change this up a little bit to really get a clear one.
I assume
response.
the
thought I
field's
allowed-
smaller
why
here
is it
than in
not having-
wizard.
You can tell it's not because up there at the top.
Yeah, no.
Mhm.
It should have it.
Okay, so. What do you think is the floor for Michael?
Point
here?
six.
Tens?
Eights.
I'm going to say somewhere around, I don't know, man. I feel like nines are really, really tough. I would probably look at tens as my floor. Maybe too tight.
Okay,
Well, what's the floor of Dimitri's jam?
He should
Fours?
have
Fives?
most ace X around fours, probably.
Every
Five.
ace X, do you think? Or like ace
Um,
4 plus?
I think he's taking almost every ace because he just needs a blocker at this point. Most suited kings, if not all of them.
I think I'll
Yeah,
jam.
so I think
Yeah.
based off what you said, I think we just can't pass eights. Like we dominate so much of that range.
I think it's not even about like his range, it's about what happens behind. Like, I mean, I guess you do just get the pay jump
Mm,
if you both lose. But,
yeah. And if we knock him out, then we get it. Like we ensure that we're getting it, doing the killing.
so 8 big
Uh,
blind pocket eights, you think it's a fold?
I think it is. Some of these like overcalling ranges, like where you cover, but you're covered behind scenarios. I just remember these ranges being super tight, like you don't. It's more concerned about like securing the money when you put the ICM models in than like securing the chips in like a 70-30 or whatever.
Alright, so
I'm
now
running this one, okay?
give me your best guess. Once two guys are in like this, what do you think is your calling?
Oh, I don't know, but I honestly, I have zero optics on focus Nick's range here. I don't know how wide, I don't know if this is good or bad. I have no idea.
Tens.
Your chip leader, you can take two guys out at once. It costs around 7 bigs to continue.
Like, what do you want? Do you want like an ace jack offsuit here more or pocket sevens? I think pocket sevens are
an-
probably better.
Sevens.
I would take an ace jack here.
I
No,
think you're way, way, way,
no,
way,
no.
way dominated with ace jack more frequently than sevens. Like it's gonna be ace king versus ace queen. Ace king versus ace king a lot, stuff like that.
What
We
did
don't
I
have the
fuck
sim
up?
yet.
I think
Patience.
Danny's working on it.
Arturis has nines for Watson? No way. Way wider.
You think?
What's Karma's stack?
I mean, he has like 7 big blinds and he's reshoving over 4.
5,260,000.
Thank you.
I think nines is probably pretty close.
I'll put my
Your 2 cents?
sixes plus
Oh my
Nick
God. I'm struggling over here.
eights plus.
Okay, so he's putting his guess in there, 6 plus for Watson. And for Nick, he says eights. I don't even feel comfortable taking a guess at Nick's. I don't know, like, I wouldn't be shocked if like you put a sim in for Nick and he's like putting in fours or something crazy like that.
Like,
But
Oh man, I
also
don't
the
know.
suited
Feels
hand,
bad.
like, what does he
It
do with
does.
jack ten suited here?
Fold.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Cause
Oh,
Big blind,
so much
350,
incentive. Taking two guys
170.
out, like, boom.
He really
Well,
doesn't have an incentive.
No,
That's
but
the
it's
thing.
not like
it's-
PKO or anything. You're gonna be pretty tight, I believe.
Yeah,
I
Mm,
agree.
I think Arturis, I think Dimitri is definitely jamming jack ten suited. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he is too. I think he's jamming all of his suited broadways.
Yep.
He's got 3 bigs. He's about to get hit by the big blind, so.
Yeah.
He's probably taking like the majority of like reasonable face cards. Maybe not
Yeah, I think
like
it's
with all
like,
the
I think it's like
jacks.
suited nines or maybe,
So like all suited connectors, all your suited kings, all your suited aces, all your aces period. Probably most of your kings period. All of your suited queens are probably going. Most of your suited jacks kind of range. 8-9 I don't think is crazy at all.
Are there
8-9's
any
No,
fine.
weird
yeah, I don't,
contingencies I need to allow for, like
Eight,
extra
nine suited.
flatting?
Um,
8-9 suited, you
folding-
jam it, you sometimes get a fold, and when you don't get a fold,
Mhm.
you're really dominated.
yeah, they
Yeah.
call you with like ace five and you have like 46% equity or whatever. It's fine. It's
Oh,
actually
you would
winning
ace
because there's
10,
blinds and
but
antes.
You're still okay.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, you're gonna die anyway.
Honestly, I
When
wouldn't be
Sim
surprised.
just starting now.
Okay, good. I wouldn't be surprised if like Dimitri's range here has like 5-4 suited or something crazy in it like
I
that.
think that's too much, but yeah, it's wider than you think. Like, also because you get to the spot where the blinds and antes are such a huge part of your stacks, like you can just get it in with 40% equity and it's profitable.
Man, that was a big come up from Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Getting called by sevens is amazing.
Yeah, he's gonna ship it now.
$1 million for first? How,
Lemon
what
can-
are the odds?
Basically a mill for first. Did he just
950.
jam? Did
Yeah.
Lemon Party just jam A7?
Yeah, he had
I,
less
I
than
mean, it's
9
less
big
than
blinds.
10 big blinds, it's fine. Yeah, you're right.
I like it.
It's fine. Non-all-in?
Yeah, sizing seems good.
Yeah, this seems. Yeah, Young Money, I've got respect for his game. Like, he hasn't really stepped out of line and he's been pretty dialed in so far. Finds a flat, okay. I don't mind flatting versus the crazy guy. I don't know if I really wanna play like Raise War versus Army.
Holy shit.
Oh, by the way,
Why'd
one
Michael?
nuance in the previous HRC. I forgot to mention, the guy opened 2.2, and I did include that. So that might push more jams as opposed to the wizard sim.
Yeah.
Okay,
Should Michael Watson have folded the fours, or is he still allowed to set mine?
he gets a discount. Multi-way pot with 2 chip leaders, probably okay to put a chip.
Okay.
I would think, I don't know. I'd be surprised if you just fold.
I actually just want to say on this current one, I don't love butting the ace queen O there. You invite it to go through ways behind, like big blind can find a call, button can find a call.
What are your
Even big stack
options?
versus,
For,
just use your 3-bet bluff. Just click it.
okay,
Just give him
yeah.
a 4.5 big blinds. And like, I think people's 4-bet ranges are gonna be pretty honest. And then, take it
I
from
was
there.
saying like versus Army specifically, he seems like he's got he's the wild card at the table, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Raise, don't raise.
Call Mike, call Mikey. He does raise.
Oh,
It's probably fine to raise, to be honest. It's a paired board, you should be raising.
oh my
Wow,
god.
dude, he peels. the
Shows what you
deuce.
know.
He
You got
peels
floated by
the
the dipey.
Oh my
This
goodness.
guy must be down so much money playing high stakes.
What's his plan? He played check. What is his plan?
Check
Dude,
it
does he
again,
wanna,
Michael. Check
he's gonna
it.
just check. If he checks, he gets a double up. If he finds a check, he gets a double up. Okay, there you go.
What kind of call was that?
Oh,
I
he
mean,
had malice intentions, man. He was gonna
It was
bluff the
like
crap
an
out of that
eagle
one.
call, no?
Yeah,
What's
But
that?
Army,
Wow.
Army also.
But
Army
why
checked
didn't he
it.
bluff the turn?
he was gonna set it up for the river bluff. He wanted the double check. I guess,
To
I
rep
mean,
what? It's so funny.
I don't
I
even know
feel
if
like
it's
you have
about
to
what he
go for
ripped.
some tiny turn bet to be like, yeah, have a jack, I'm milking you in.
I don't hate it. I would probably have done that.
What
this
I
room must be
really
finished
like
now.
here, okay, so that Army went on a path that, you know, he went like an absolute criminal, called the top,
He's a criminal.
absolute criminal, but he gave up. No, but
I don't,
he gave
you
up
say that,
because
Louis? I don't think he gave up, man. I
you
think
think
he had,
he got lucky? He was gonna
no,
do it?
no. I think he got lucky. I think if Watson finds a check, he just jams 100% there. Well, I
Oh,
mean,
that
what
would
else
have
is
been
his
so
plan?
sick. Yeah, right.
I agree. Yep.
What a, I think he was calling with the intention of bluffing the double check.
That was a malice call, right?
It was, yeah. It was kind of
Which
like
like,
a home run call,
he's
like he's
kind of
really.
accurate that like people aren't gonna double check super strong hands out of position there. And if they do double check, then they have nothing and you can
A
bluff them off
jack
of it.
never double checks there. A jack
Uh-huh.
literally would never double check there.
So I think like, I mean, he's way out of line, but I think
We've
seems
also
like he was up
seen
to
him,
something good.
he likes to take those kind of home run lines. You saw what he did with the 9-8. You saw what he did with the flop top set of jacks. He plays the top
probably
of his
good.
range pretty slow.
That was a mistake, I think, by big blind. I don't know if you get to check
Although-
raise there.
Gallant, he check raised on the flop his set of kings, his top set.
He did do that, didn't he?
Yeah, and that
Yeah,
seemed,
that one seemed pretty bad to me. Like,
that's
what are you
about-
scared of?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Like, imagine an ace comes on the turn, like you get some money from ace queen.
You
Yeah.
do get some money. He seems to be mixing a little bit, but, he definitely plays some of his really strong hands very slow. Young money should probably be folding.
We have
here.
the sim.
Yeah,
Oh.
fold pocket fours.
Let's sim it up. I'm curious. I don't remember the spot though.
Sim it.
Did you,
Alright.
was there another sim that's outstanding that we haven't
Or a
seen?
big blind jam, then
Yeah, this
rejam.
guy.
Right.
So this is jam range.
Wow, this
It's
is
actually a little tighter than,
It
much
is
tighter
tighter.
than much tighter than I expected.
I
Which-
said some suited
about
eights.
fours at least.
I thought he would be jamming down to queen 10 suited almost, and
Oh,
like jack
like
8,
ace
jack 9
five.
suited.
Would you restate the parameters of this? This is who, where, when, what?
Yeah, yeah. of
It's over
course.
here. Just look at the,
It says it on the
game.
left. EP raises with 3.6 big blinds.
Okay. And then
Question mark. Does he
and
or not? He
us.
does with this range. That's where the action is, yeah. So this is the shorty, and then we had Watson with eights and we were wondering what
Okay.
he should do.
Okay, so go back to the EP, go back to the EP now that I see it. So this is his just, his, open range. So he doesn't open any of the suited connector things and jam, any of that stuff.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
Eights are
and
making
eight is
like
like the-
4K.
Yeah, it's like the flourish.
It is the bottom.
What's king
Yeah,
queen
yeah.
suited? How much is that losing?
2.5K.
Yeah, it's the range I said, ace jack, eights plus, ace 10
Hey, I
suited.
do have a question, Danny, just for argument's sake, okay? So we were pretty off on the actual EP range. What if you
Wait, we
made
have
it a
one more thing to
subset?
look at though.
Yeah, go ahead, see what the overcall range
We have
is.
to see the big blind.
Okay,
Sevens make it in.
sevens. Yeah, dude, these guys
So-
played well. Like they found everything within the margins. And they didn't have easy combos to execute. Pretty
So
interesting.
ace jack, Louis said ace jack, it's not quite. Ace queen. Ace jack suited.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
like-
would've, I would've probably made my floor around like 8s or 9s if I was Nick here, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Will you just expand that 3.5 jammer to like something wider? I just wanna see what the response is out of the other guy. Like, give him all of the suited stuff, like, make it
Yeah, like suited nines maybe, and then maybe
Yeah,
queen jack
some-
O. Yeah,
something
just
like
a little.
that. Give him all the aces, like, give him every ace. Give him like every suited king. Make it like, I don't know why people like bargain with expansion ranges. You need to make it extreme. Like, make it extreme so we see how the range actually like changes.
This is a lot. This is a lot. This is good.
If you have ace 3 off, Tim, and you have 3 big blinds, what are you doing?
jam.
Yeet. Yeet.
So why are we not yeeting? Why are we like bargain yeeting the ace 3?
I'm not putting ace deuce. Fuck you.
Ace deuce.
Alright,
Alright, come back later.
alright, sounds good.
I got an ace, I guess I'm all in.
Well, time to go home.
Bunch of bargain yeeters over here.
Oh,
Tight, tight.
nobody wants to play against Army.
I don't blame him, to be honest. Like, it's like playing a carnival
Every
game where you know
time,
you lose. put your dollar in the machine.
Every time you say his name, I think you're saying Arnie.
Jam? Yeah.
No, that's Arnie.
Jam? Or
Jam,
do you limp?
Yeah, Dean.
I
jam.
like jam.
People
I
have
like
been playing flats instead. Sorry,
Wait, we jammed ace ten
I
suited
should chat
for
back in
like
chat.
13
12,
big blinds?
12.
12, 10, 12.
I think that's, yeah, I don't think that's a jam. I think it's bad.
I
What else
think
would you do with
ECM
it?
is too high to not jam, no?
I don't think it's, okay, so like, you're gonna have a not all in raise here sometimes. What are we building that out with?
Hands like this. This and better, basically. I'll put a,
Yeah, let's see. If you find something, just put it in chat. I'm kinda curious.
here's a 12.
You need to be pretty
But
covered in
find
the
with
big
two
blind.
short stacks. Because I think if it is one short stack, then
Okay, so like ace ten's kind of the line, but yeah, the idea is pretty good.
It's generally like it varies a little bit, but it's kind of like suited broadways plus is usually the trap range.
Jack 3 off, that's a bit wide, surely.
Yeah,
Gets punished. Ten.
He went for a pretty good combo. I mean, I gotta give it to Karma. He tried. Took a
Basically, the
spot,
first hand.
I mean, you
Yeah,
get to
he
jam
tried.
wider on the big stack.
And he just, he literally just ran into it. Pretty unlucky.
Dude, having queens behind with one player behind is so sick.
Yeah, he gets that through like an immense amount of the time.
95% probably.
so pause for, I have a question about when Karma gets that short. If he's got a hand like 6-8 suited or something, and someone jams in front of him who has real chips, is it worth him throwing it in because he says, now I'm gonna be up against only one player?
I think the probability of other people busting
Is very appealing.
is very appealing. Like you can collect paid jumps and you have people like Army, okay? So you want Michael Watson and Army to play a blind versus blind pot because Army's gonna be a criminal. Like, look, this is why you fold.
Whoa, there you go. You're gonna ladder.
Yeah. And he gets, so he was very unlucky and then right behind it, he got very lucky.
He piled 15 or what? Can we go back?
Was it 15?
16
yeah,
even.
15.
The blinds are
15
up.
point.
Blinds are
Yeah.
up, so yeah, pretty close to 15.
It's
More than
What do
fine.
we, I think it's fine. It's just kinda
A
unfortunate.
mid raise.
You think it's fine?
I
What
don't
else
think
you
With
can
this
do
guy
with it?
with two bigs, man? You just wanna
Let's
pile?
run it
Okay, I mean,
though.
I guess that's why you pile, cause you don't wanna get 3-bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need
And
folds
you
because
figure
if
that,
you,
and you figure everybody
You
else is gonna
cover
be,
the big blind.
you figure
If
Lemon
mid-
House is gonna be super tight because of Karma.
it's
Alright,
really,
we'll run this one. Here, Galen, I have sim for,
Okay.
expansion range here.
alright, good. I
And
just
then
wanna
we run
see
this
what
one
Michael's,
next.
I wanna see what Michael's supposed to be doing. Is he going to expand along with the expanded range, the opening range? And the answer is, not
I don't
really, a little bit.
remember.
Yeah.
So we were folding king, queen suited before, we were folding sixes before, so it added like, it didn't really expand a lot, but it
No,
expanded a little.
it
Ace
folded
10 off,
ace 9 and ace 8. It was ace 10
Sevens picked
plus.
up the EV of eights.
It's
And you
expanded
said
a
it
lot.
folded these two?
Yeah,
Yes.
it folded those two, and it folded
yeah,
ace 10
so
off.
it does expand
Okay.
with his expansion,
So before eights were worth 4,000, now they're worth 8,000 more.
yeah.
And sevens were like break even, I believe. Now they're worth what eights were worth before, and sixes are kind of break even.
I mean, we're just kinda adding trash to the range in some way, so it makes sense. Okay,
And now the big blind can call ace jack, and he can call sixes if he'd like, and king jack suited, queen jack suited come in as well.
This is the
Cool.
overcall range.
Well, for zero EV, but yes, the big blind overcall.
Okay.
So yeah, everything like the pairs go down a pip and the suited aces go out a pip, and Maybe some of this triangle populates a little more. Makes sense. Alright.
Okay.
Should I set up this ace eight suited?
I think it's kinda interesting. I think you're gonna see pretty polar strategy from Michael here. But there is like some competing factors, like Army, if you fold, Army's jamming any two versus Lemon House. So there's like a lot of collision there. But you
Holding's out
can't
of the
fold,
question.
you can't fold any two if you're Michael is the problem. You can't fold any two if you're Michael. Like you have to have something in your range and this is a pretty good hand for that, I think, if you're on the button. I think you just jam.
Well, Lemon House has to, Lemon House is probably not gonna conflict with Army, because Lemon House has to fold everything.
Well, it's the same story, I think, Scotty. Like if you know Army's jamming any two
Right.
and you have ace 10 offsuit in your limit house,
You're gonna
how do
spin.
you, yeah, what do you do? You know,
Fold.
like,
You
No,
fold.
I don't-
but then
think
you
you
got.
do.
You give him
I
your
don't
one
think
big blind, you give him your one big blind for, you sit out in
But-
orbit.
But
I
when
don't
you
think you get to do
double,
that, Scotty. I don't think
when
you
you
get to do that.
double, you are in a great spot when he wakes up with the 4-2 offsuit and you hold.
Yeah, I don't think you get
Yeah.
to fold ace 10 off.
You have to
Okay.
think about the upside as well. You can't just think about the downside.
It's gonna be an extreme range. It's gonna be interesting to look at for sure.
Yeah, we can look at it after, like assume the Watson fold and see how Army plays it, and then see what Lemon should do. That'll be quite interesting.
I don't
'Cause
know,
I-
I guess.
Alright,
it'd be a
I'm good today.
Min raise fold. Is that a bad strategy?
Yeah, because
No,
Okay,
it's
so
fine.
min racing's not gonna be great because Army's gonna be jamming nearly his entire range versus you for the same reason that he's jamming against Lemon House.
yeah,
You're ahead of him, then.
What about a savage min raise
You're
call off?
talking about.
Oh, dude, that's suicide,
60K
Danny.
here. It's 60K here. It's 60
Yeah,
or more.
it's a Tesla, man. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's a new car.
So maybe I'm getting ran over here.
By especially a guy like Army, like
Yeah, Army is gonna.
he's gonna jam,
Yeah,
like he's gonna jam
I mean,
everything.
you can make some exploitative assumptions. Like I'm okay with using this as a min raise fold against some of the like 18-8 players that we play against.
If no
Against
Ola,
that guy,
if no
Yeah.
Ola was in Army seat there, I would be very okay exploitatively min raising. But you gotta generate folds versus Army. Like you gotta take his opportunity to bluff you away.
So Galen, you saying because of Army's aggressiveness, the presence of a short stack like Karma makes you want to jam more than if Karma wasn't there?
I think you're just gonna have a very polar strategy here, period, because if someone knows that there's a super short stack and you have a high risk premium, they're gonna expand their jamming range, and that's what theory is gonna support. So like, you're gonna have hands that do well when they see 5 cards. You're gonna have hands that have critical blockers that are blocking the times that you're gonna get cooler. And they're just going to ball up their equity and jam so they don't get pushed off of it. Which I think is Michael's situation with this hand. I think he got extremely unlucky running into a hand by Army. Yeah, I don't know.
Michael,
It'll be interesting. Like you really should. I think this is probably the most interesting one to run right now.
yeah. I mean, Michael will be fine with his 2 EPT main event wins.
Yeah, he'll be alright.
and I'm interested also in when Army jams almost any, when Watson folds and Army jams almost any two, what is Lemon House's calling range with the two?
Oh,
big-
it's gonna be nothing. Like it's gonna be so tight.
But
Lemon
right, but
House should,
you were saying ace 10 and I was going, I'm folding ace 10 there.
well, if you're talking blind versus blind, so if you say Michael folds and Army jams, blind
Yeah.
versus blind.
Yeah, that's what he was talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I missed that.
Right, and that was when you were saying that you would call ace 10 and I was going, I was folding ace 10 so fast.
I think you should be calling ace 10 there versus any 2 jam.
Right, I know. That was my question. I
Mhm.
mean, Army has just discovered the magic of any two while Karma is in there.
No, he has not. He's been up to no good.
He's
So
been up
the
to no
re-
good, but this is more extreme.
But
He's-
he's been unlocked. He's been unlocked because Karma's got dust.
Yeah,
And you know, those couple of hands right there, armies get to play like a maniac.
Yeah, exactly.
And now Karma's gonna double up and Arnie's over there fist pumping. Look at him.
Yeah.
He loves
The
it. He
emotion.
loves it. He loves it so much.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, he raises. He's raising anything.
Bro.
Yeah, dude, this is good. This is good. Army is a criminal and he knows it. And
The
Young
thing
Money
is, he
knows it.
knows people
Yeah.
don't have the balls to fight back. That's the thing.
Yeah,
he
but this is
calls-
just too much, because people are allowed to have a hand.
Oh, he's
So-
exposed. He's
Yeah.
exposed.
Yeah, but it's too late.
You did it.
Yeah,
Look at
so-
it, Nola. Ola's over there with his WTF emojis. He's exposed. Three bet bluff. Not
No
all
way to
in.
finds it.
Army,
Yes.
he's like, it's a different game
Oh, it's a
now.
whole different, it's a different world. He knows that.
Dude, Army's a criminal. He's gonna win this. He like Danny said, this dash has just got all the chips now and there's nothing you can do about it.
Look at Lemon has to
Um,
check jam the second pair.
Finds a good jam here.
Oh,
Gets
Oh.
coolered.
Are they gonna
Chop.
chop?
No chop, no chop. Lemon House just got coolered.
You guys
And
saw?
now although Lemon House is in the wrong position for Army to be the criminal he was before.
Ah, so look, no
Yeah,
Ola
I knew this
also,
guy was also, yeah,
he was
cause
kinda
he's a
tight.
nit.
Yeah, he was kinda tight, so.
What a suck out for him, man.
Lemon House
Poor
over
Lemon.
here. Lemon House doesn't have a lot in earnings either, but he's been playing, I think a little more at equilibrium, like, he's treating the spot. He's not letting the
Why is it-
magnitude get to him.
is it really 10k buy-in?
Yep.
No,
I mean-
25k.
No, top left says, top right says 10k. But
I think
Oh,
it's
it
a
does.
10k main, isn't it, or
It is,
something?
it is a 10k.
Okay.
So this is like a massive
Man,
field.
and they trade
I have
spots.
Sim.
So
How
now
did
Nola
so
is
many
tied
no
for
names
second.
made it.
Big field.
It's a big field, so they must have had like a mountain of satellites to get into this thing. Alright, so first, let's figure out, this is the button range, so as we kind of postured, there's a lot of jamming here.
Good.
Because when you raise, what does small blind's range look like? Small blind versus a not all in raise is gonna be pretty aggressive, I think. All the
Just
suited
slivers of everything.
kings, yeah, all suited kings, small pairs, some suited aces, like it's just
Oh my
kind
god,
of,
every single suited king.
it's just in there.
it.
It's just in there. And if you
Savage.
jam, what's the
It's
call
like
range?
way
look
higher
like?
EV too.
There's
than
no
any
call
other
range.
Action.
It's like jacks plus to call off.
I think
If
so
we
too.
jam,
Oh, it's Watson busted hand?
it's
Suited, okay, so, and it's
Not
actually,
even
they're
ace
pretty
king.
profitable versus that range, but yeah, like, okay, so there you go, pretty tight.
Will you show again?
and then if it folded to, if it folds to small blind.
Yeah, any two spot.
And now and now this is the question, is what does the big blind do? Come on,
Uh,
tight.
so-
Yeah, I
so
told you,
he-
there's no way for an ace 10 against any
Yeah,
two.
you're right.
When you know that he's jamming any two,
Yeah.
there's just gonna be hands in range that you're not allowed to fold.
Right.
I mean, sometimes,
The
you know, if you know
sevens
you're
to
gonna get
sixes
it in,
drop off.
if you know you're gonna get it in 60 with 62%, you'd be like, fuck it, let's go, you know?
Alright, now here's the fun question, Danny. Okay, so make Watson open, make small blind jam, and what's our call range from the big blind?
Oh, from big blind.
Aces.
Yeah, from big blind. Nines isn't different. I would snap
ace
fold
king.
nines. Yeah, I could, that's wild.
Well,
And then,
I don't know, it needs to get run down more.
a little bit, yeah. And now if you get a big blind call, what's the overcall range from the button? We're getting into kind of like, there's gonna be some noise
Queens.
in here. Queens, it looks like, yeah. You need a big pair, that's it.
Are you expecting this rundown to like change
Alright,
stuff?
don't fold ace
Oh,
king.
okay. So why was it a fold, but when you run it down, it changes? Like, what's happening?
This solver, it kind of
hadn't-
oscillates. the CFR algorithm, like it has an oscillatory kind of convergence mechanism. So sometimes it like you hit it on peaks and the other times you catch it on valleys. And like as it converges further and further, the amplitude kind of narrows down. So if you don't run it down enough, your results could be off a
Yeah.
little bit.
Because that's weird. It went from close to not close. Like it was
Then
quite
show
Yeah,
the
but
button
I
range
knew
again.
cuz I hovered the EV, it was like plus, it was almost plus
Oh, okay.
1. So I'm like, well, why does it make
Oh,
sense?
so you didn't
Something's
didn't
weird.
even have to run. You just knew it'd be, yeah,
Yeah,
get it
yeah,
in.
so
That it
if
Okay.
you,
would come in, yeah. Show which one, Louis?
The
Button?
button range, and
Mhm.
then show the one where it shows with all the strategy. Like, I guess you see both here.
or do
Like
what?
this, yeah?
Yeah.
You have the min raise and the gem?
Oh, it really picks a safe for jam.
And the shorty should be going with like half the stuff. I fucked up, he anteed twice in this one. He should have an extra like eighth of a blind here.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's gonna change things a little bit, but it's not like,
Yeah, maybe like down to 40%, 40,
it's kinda whatever.
42.
How tight does
I don't know.
cutoff have to be? That'd be quite interesting because he has to get through more players. He's kind of short.
Looks like 11%. Oh, that was his call
This is
range.
the new,
Cutoff
this is
strategy,
the new
Yeah.
scenario.
Cutoff
pretty
has to be,
similar.
yeah, pretty
Same.
similar.
Right.
Okay.
So it's,
Button.
so is the thing we just discovered that Army can't,
Cutoff.
Army has to stop being a criminal because Lemon House is gonna be wide.
No, not necessarily at all.
Okay.
Like, you still get folds, like, what is that? He's calling off 15% of the range or less, so. You just get folds so much, and then even if you do get called, you have 30% equity the majority of the time.
Yeah. Right.
We discovered that Watson was correct in just ramming it. As
Yeah,
Galen was suggesting.
he just ran into it.
Ball
He
it
got
up and
unlucky, I
go.
think.
Yeah, I wouldn't have questioned Watson's
Stuff it
decision.
in there like it's a couch.
If Watson's doing it, it's probably correct.
Yeah. Legend.
Ace nine, do you have a French
Ooh.
fold?
Let
Right.
it go,
Yeah,
let it
definitely,
go, let
definitely
it
with the,
go.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh, the guy's got two. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's any two spot for Lemon House.
Oh my gosh, what
Ooh,
a
big
flop.
flop,
And-
big flop. God, he has a lot of ways to win, and that's not one of them.
Oh my God.
Man, Army's over here fist pumping. Army loves it when the shorty doubles. Yeah,
Yeah, he does.
Yep. Oh my God.
He
I
knows his
love it.
role.
I love it. Any two, man, he doesn't care.
The thing
Yeah,
is,
I
if,
don't love sizing up though. I don't get the point.
if you're on a soft
Um,
final table though, you want to be a bit tighter, right? Because you're going to get cold called more, right?
Oh, there it goes. No
What do you
diamond.
think
no
about him
diamond,
going with
diamond.
fours? Is fours a go?
Oh, out of there.
You have no fold equity. I think it's a fold,
that's,
man.
Fold equity.
that's tough. That's tough because you know Army's opening any two. Like Lemon House is probably aware
run
that
this
he's
one.
very, 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 very wide.
Go back, Louis, go back.
I kind of agree with you though, Danny. Like, I mean, you're five-handed though. Like, you're gonna get,
Louis, go
you're
back.
truly gonna get blinded down.
Yeah,
Let me
and
grab
like
their
ICM
stacks.
is decreasing fast here.
Wow, Lemon House just ran into it. So it's like the people who are losing are just getting cooler.
Yeah.
Louis, can I run the four spot, please?
The what?
The
Before,
fours
he
when
jammed the
like five
fours.
hands ago.
Lemon House opens a king six.
The Army opens a king six. Lemon House has the fours.
Sorry, yeah, I said it backwards.
Right, and I'm
It's
thinking he
back-
Go back, like,
wasn't expecting any
yeah,
fold
okay.
equity from Army. He just wants to make sure that nobody else is in and just take what is probably.
Yeah, he gets to put in 4 big blinds and
He's
win
in clear
10.
last place, look, like by far.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
He's
I
got
don't
no
know.
risk premium pretty much. Like, or
Yeah,
barely
I-
any.
Yeah, he's usually 50% here.
Let me
And that's
just
enough.
grab the stacks.
No, yeah,
Feel
he's
free
probably
to argue.
55. Pairs do better than overcards generally. He's
Yeah.
probably got like 55%.
Yeah, yeah. But every so often Army has a pair bigger than him, so blah,
Yeah,
blah,
Right.
I mean,
blah, blah, blah. But what I mean is
Okay,
his folding is not gonna help him. He's not gonna I mean,
Yeah,
Army's
yeah.
never gonna give him, Army's never gonna give him the chance for him to be the first all in.
I mean, yeah, the next shortest has like 4x more
I
than
think it
him.
just feels bad with fours because like you're
You're good, Louis.
50%,
You're
you're
Thank
flipping with
you.
everyone.
But he wants to flip at this point.
I don't think you wanna flip at all. Like, if you can get you a 70-30, which is not gonna be that hard to do versus a guy opening any two. It's probably more
Yeah.
the direction you're wanting, but he is so short, it doesn't really
I learned
matter.
this
I
from
don't know.
Vince. Yeah, I think it's a pass. I
Theirs
think
is
we can get a
expected
better
70,
spot.
30.
Though I think like better spots start to look different when you're, five-handed and you only have like a handful of big blinds.
I agree. I do agree. I do
Right?
agree.
And you never get the luxury of being first all in.
Yeah,
Except-
like if you have 9 big blinds and there's like 8 people at the table, it just gives you a lot more room to hide while you try and
Yeah.
find a hand.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Good jam by focus, I think.
I'm kind of like team play reasonably tight at like 15, 12, 10, and like YOLO it at 3 or
This is the
4.
jam. This is the jam against chip leader, surely. Oh no,
Ooh,
Min
Ooh,
click.
fine.
not that. Don't do
No.
that.
Yeah, no.
I got respect for Young Money's game. Like, if I
I do
want
too.
somebody, I want him to win. I think he's been dealt some difficult spots and he's finding profitable decisions.
We don't know what he raised here.
The
You should
Jackling's
range
wild
check or
card.
not?
He plays call, check. This is an interesting line. So he could raise the flop sometimes, I think, and he could donk the turn sometimes,
Yeah, I
I
think he
think.
should.
Do we block now? I
Can
like
I-
blocking. I like blocking. I don't hate this line.
Oh, no, no, no,
Yeah,
no,
this
no. Check
line's-
the river. Check the river.
Well, if you play
This
check,
is
Danny,
shit
what are you
river.
doing? What are
You
you
guys
doing
checking
versus
back,
a,
yeah.
Fold.
Oh,
Oh
he
my
got
God, he
played by
got
a
value.
6.
He called king high?
no, he had a 6.
Oh, okay.
Just check raise flop.
A6 folds, interesting.
I think you can check raise flop because, you have all the chips.
It's like a raise.
What do you got?
Oh, I don't like this.
It's brave. You gotta give it to Nikolai. It's brave.
I mean, maybe it's good if you think he's just way too out of line now.
Well, we know he's way too, they know it.
Jam?
His
No,
frequency.
it's not jam.
He goes for the polar.
Oh.
He should bet here, I think, though.
Yeah.
Like this smashes your polarized range of offsuit kings. And then like ace king, king 10. You probably don't have king 10. But
That 5 is good because you don't have to continue to bluff.
yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
you just give up now.
Well, you're not
Don't win
giving
the
up. I
hand
mean,
much.
now you can beat diamonds. Well, you could beat diamonds before, I guess, with the
You
ace
think
high.
Army's gonna let you?
I
Oh,
think you
what?
do keep
I don't like
bluffing,
this.
actually.
Eesh, what was that?
Nah, that was
Think you-
bad.
I think you do keep bluffing on the 5.
I suppose
Why
you
are
have
you
two
just proclaiming
pairs.
it bad, buddy?
I said I think it's bad. I didn't proclaim it. Nah, maybe it's good because you block. I don't know, aces.
The improved 2 pairs.
Right, Young Money did it. He's back in the game a little bit.
I'm rooting for Young Money. I want him to win. I don't know if he can overcome Army, though.
What do
No
you think
one-
of that ace 5 hand game then? You think that was fine? Like, I
I
suppose you got
missed
2
it.
pair
I
outs.
missed the
Okay.
ace 5.
He bet 10-7, but the big blind.
Oh, he
And
snap
then-
folds
Yeah, bro.
nines. Look, he snap folds nines. Did you see that?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
aces.
Ola
Oh.
missed a trap.
So honestly,
Yeah,
this is a spot that I've seen over and over and over again. Like, I feel like even like. I've seen people folding like 50 big blinds deep here, just because they're like, and this guy is chip leader, but over and over again, I see these spots where I'm sure if we put it in a machine, it's gonna say to call the 3 bet, right?
Yeah.
I
It's 'cause,
mean, the guy's
he's-
V-pipping
At
17.
those stakes right now, huh?
he's not
I,
finding the ace three, ace four, right?
I think I agree with Danny. I think Ola missed a great trap opportunity here. Like, how many bigs does he have?
Do you
20.
think he should consider just call?
20.
Yeah.
I would, 20, I would probably play call here something. I don't know, if you're 20 deep, maybe not.
Pure call. I think it's a crime to free bet. You can free bet kings full frequency.
So your four-handed
Yeah,
is the thing,
especially when
Arturus. You're four-handed and
we
he's second
haven't,
chips.
but look, we're a nit with nit stats and we haven't 3-bet yet, and now like I would love to do this with ace 3-0 for my first time and just get the insta fold. I have aces, dude, I'm not gonna waste them, just gonna keep calling. Like,
I
I'm
don't hate
not
your
making my
logic. I think
first
it's
Yeah,
big
but-
blind 3-bet with aces, there's
That's
no
why.
way.
That's why Army's folding, because he's like, oh, Ola's
I
not
don't hate
finding the
it. I
ace
think
three
you're right,
off.
Danny.
You
Yeah.
know.
If you approach it from that narrative and you're aware of your image like that, and you realize that you just haven't been three betting, and then all of a sudden you get the tip top of your range, it does feel like a waste. Like that feels tragic
You,
right
like, you
there.
can get credit with any two here and you're just gonna use aces and get a snap fold from, ugh, it feels so bad.
It
Exactly.
feels sad. It
So this
does.
is a
Yeah, maybe
spot
just
where-
use it as a stop and go. You can take a c-bet on the flop. If it doesn't look too scary, just give him a check raise then, and like, he has top pair, he's not gonna just fold. and,
Or like you could take unconventional donk lines. Like there's a lot you could do just to trigger this guy to put
And
chips in.
Everyone is folding to the three bet here, right?
You flop top set, he triples it off.
Against
The
this
fact
guy.
that he's second in chips and he's a 17 that has not been aggressive, I'm snap folding nines here.
Yeah, you're not getting the odds to. You're not deep enough to set mine against a net.
What if you have tens?
I think tens and nines are almost playing the exact same here. I might make like a mistake and just call sometimes,
Yeah.
which I don't know if that's actually a mistake.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, jacks and nines are like the same hand here, right?
They kind of
I
are when
show-
you're talking about the range, Lewis. They kind
I
of
have
are.
an interesting result.
I wanna see.
Because we asked, why would the guy size up? Why is he 2.5? So I put both 2 and 2.5. I mean, it's not like giga converged, but it's clearly preferred to 2.5 in this spot. Pretty interesting, doing it with like all the offsuity junk stuff and then just ramming a ton too. With this guy being short.
You see this sometimes because you really wanna cripple like the price for the big blind to come along with like parts of their range. That like are
Mhm.
priced in. Like you
Interesting.
just want, you need like a little extra to get them to fold, I think is the
Yeah.
theory kind of behind that. I don't do this a lot, but I've seen training content on this before and I see it out in the wild
Yeah.
sometimes.
When you're chip leader by so much, you get to jam a lot. It's just how it works. From
No,
looking at
fuck you, we're
sims.
not talking about the jam, we're talking about the 2.5.
Yeah.
Dude, Danny,
I-
chill.
It was a
I had
friendly
something to
one.
say and you come in with this. No, I love you,
Hey,
Liz. This is
hey,
true,
wait,
it's the arrangement, like, can we show risk premia? Because, show bubble
bubble
factors,
factor,
like,
bubble,
these
yeah.
guys are all equal, this guy is short, and like you said, we have all the chips, so. Their, their risk premia against each other are friggin' 23%.
I like
Or,
that you multiply premium by premia.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
plural.
Hey, the big blind call range on something that actually matters. Look at it verse 2.5 and then look at it verse 2. And
I love you, Lewis, I'm sorry.
I kinda
I
wanna
also
see
wanted
what,
to show fours were good, by the way, from button.
yeah, they're good at finding the floors. Oh, threes
They're
are
really
the
good.
floor.
Every time it's one off the floor. Alright, you wanna see we jam?
No,
And-
the
or
2
no?
and the 2.5, I just wanted to see like how many
Ah.
more folds you're getting
Ah,
by
yeah.
sizing up a smidge.
Share
Sure.
again, share again.
Okay, so versus pure, oh, okay, sorry. Versus pure min. It's calling like 29%, three
Call it
betting
29,
total of
yeah.
7.
It's VPIP globally like 35-ish, okay?
And then down here. Ooh, goes way down. You knock
Way
10% off.
down. 10% off for half a
Yeah.
chip.
The same thing happens in six max.
That's a good
cash.
bargain.
It does,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Okay, so this is why you wanna size up sometimes. In these
Wow.
spots.
You get weaker offsuit ace X out, king X out. and
You also
suited
just
stuff.
you really clean your equity up on certain board textures.
Do we like this open?
Yeah.
I do.
Money's going for it.
Four-handed, I think it's probably okay.
I like it.
He's second in chips, so. Although he does have army to his left, but I mean, I don't know, you gotta have some raise folds.
I'm looking at some spots that have like mixing up to king nine. Like king five, king seven, king eight all mix.
By the way, when cutoff piles there, they can only call jacks plus
Did you
and
fold
fold
queen
ace
10
king.
suited?
I think you do, cuz you do not wanna block the collision factor between chip leader and last in chips here.
Oh, okay.
So I would be allowing this train wreck to happen.
Okay.
Nick,
I
you
didn't,
can
look-
bluff.
I didn't look ahead and see that.
King
Yeah,
five.
you
Yeah.
want
Do we-
army, you wanna enable army to do army things.
Right. To other
Do we
people.
free bet queen five?
Queen five?
Yeah, on 15 bigs.
Seems
What?
ambitious.
But if the
What's up?
queen 10 was a good fold there, why would the king three seems like a worse open then. Now I don't like the king three open anymore. Or am I missing something?
I'm not
King three is-
sure what we're talking about.
I wasn't watching.
Okay.
It
he,
was just a
You're on
call.
an island.
Oh no,
Alright,
he's gonna
fine.
limp jam.
Oh
Into aces.
no.
When the maniac has
Oh
aces, it's
my
always so
goodness.
sad.
Jeez.
I mean, you gotta give it to Ola. I think he found like probably a pretty good bluff for a limp raise range. If
He's
you know the
sec-
guy's a
Second in
criminal.
chips, playing for half a mil, you do that?
No,
No.
I don't. Personally, Louis, you know what I'm doing? I'm limp folding
Jamming.
here.
Yeah.
You wanna run
Really?
it?
I don't know. Against a guy who's like pretty active, I think it's okay. Yeah.
I don't
Should
think
we
it's
run it?
bad. I don't think, I mean, you could. I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's probably how you're supposed to play. Pocket deuces, but it feels bad.
Woo!
The guy have
You
like
should,
seven
Army should just
bigs.
jam like any
Owns this
so
game.
much now.
Look at this, 5 to 63 now. They're in business. Army, the criminal, looks like he's gonna.
16.
All in.
He should jam this and he should
Oh.
probably, oh, he folded? What happened?
Army's missing a lot of
Yeah,
jams,
he
to be
folded.
honest.
I
Yeah,
thought that was a jam, queen six.
it probably is. For sure.
Easy.
Interesting fold, it is.
Like he should be jamming like all the suited kings and suited aces now, whenever it's
So it
all in.
gets back to the chip utility thing, Louis. If they're competing for second place and they're not jamming over you consistently, why implement a jam range?
Yeah,
when
okay,
you can get
that's
away
fair.
with it?
That's fair, yeah. Because they're only
And-
gonna call the nuts, aren't they?
Yeah, now if you min raise twice and you get jammed twice, okay, like I'm gonna start playing, aggressive jams. Cause I don't
Yeah,
like.
Doesn't,
I
he
was
doesn't
just
re-raise
talking
the
about
ace seven offsuit
equilibrium.
there.
Oh yeah, in equilibrium, I think you're right, Louis. You do have jams.
Guys, can we
for
go back to
that.
that ace seven offhand? Louis, like 2 hands back, 3 hands back? Yeah. No, wait, you,
I think he said ace seven.
Ace seven. He folds there. This one.
yeah, button raises off of 15. Don't we just want to flip?
Not all in.
To what size? 4 big ones?
Five-ish, maybe?
Too big?
Maybe make
You
it
could
like
fold.
3 million? You could fold. Folding is like gonna be fine.
I don't know
5 is
3
3
handed very
million.
well. I'll admit.
If you go to 3 million and he jams, do you fold ace seven?
Yes,
Or are you getting the right price
100%.
at that point? Okay.
100%.
It's a fold. You're right. It's a fold.
Is it pulling from offsuit aces, Tim?
Only down to ace 10-0.
Okay, okay, so it's more top heavy.
Yeah, I thought there'd be more spice.
I mean, young money has to be really tight with being
wanna
second
check?
in chips.
Here, one sec.
I will say, Louis,
So-
I do like this as a change of pace. I enjoy these types of final table reviews. I saw you doing it yesterday and, I think there's a lot of value in doing this.
So
Yeah.
we free bet call off obviously then, right? Yeah,
Okay,
4 is
so,
better sizing.
so three-handed, I've got 15, 50, and 10, which
Perfect.
is like not terrible. He's supposed,
Yeah.
buttons are supposed to be so tight, and then, small blind is only playing down to offsuit tens.
Okay, you're expanding a lot, you're expanding with the suited kings and like, a little of the queens. You want the, okay, that's where it's
When
pulling
you
me.
get short-handed, there's also less in the middle to win because there's less antes playing
That's true.
online antes.
It's
So,
true.
okay, can you make like 4 or whatever? And what is his response?
Doesn't call that much, gets it in with like good hands.
5s? What does this Louis did with? I thought it's impossible.
Okay. Thanks
Look
a
at
lot.
the, look at the 4-bet range, the 4-bet not fold range.
It's just aces.
It's just aces.
Just
Alright,
aces.
so remember that deuces limp jam?
Yeah.
It's a limp fold.
Wow, yeah.
It is a limp fold. Okay, cool.
If you have a
What is
jam
it?
pre for 20,
It's never limb calling there?
Jamming is torching.
Does it
Yeah,
ever
okay.
open raise does it ever open raise the deuces? Is there a
No.
sliver? No, okay,
We raise nothing.
alright.
No raise range. I'll share in a minute.
Okay.
Running down a little more.
well, I bet Army's feeling pretty good about himself right now.
Oh, yeah,
Look at this number, Lewis, 563.
and he's gonna call it off.
Oh my god.
No, he does that all the time. We see it.
Hello,
No, it's
hello. I
pot odds,
mean,
man.
Okay, how
he's
many
kind of,
bigs
he's
is
kind,
that? How many
he's kind of priced in.
bigs?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Four
Yeah,
bigs, 5 big blinds there.
yeah.
Yeah, and you
But
put
do
two
you
in.
even open here? With 8-3? I
No.
collect.
I think you let the
Right.
collision between the small blind and big blind happen because focus Nick should be jamming so much of his range and, let that happen. You don't need to do this with 8-3.
The pot odds exist, right? Like, even with the risk premium, but maybe.
Yeah, but it's kind
Oh
of nice to keep, kind of
God.
nice to let him just like pick up a,
It's over. It's over.
It's also kind of nice to fucking take your 40% and win because you're running hot.
8-3 suited.
Come
don't
on,
think
young
this-
money. Come
I don't
on.
think it's going to be a long heads
I,
up.
I'm rooting for young money. I don't know if he's got some work to do.
Well, but we're gonna assume that Army doesn't have any good heads up skills.
No,
Yes.
it's the hardest is to play versus maniacs heads up.
I don't know.
So
Army is the
versus
criminal.
army, it's the hardest.
It's
In my
reasonable so
mind,
far.
in my
Feels like
mind,
he's
young
gonna
money's
give you
already
your
won.
money's worth. My goodness, look at young money.
Galen plays for the ladders, not the wins.
What a god, dude.
Max money.
Lebanese god.
Look at
Someone
this.
ghosted him. Someone ghosted.
Yeah, that's not this is not his first rodeo. We can obviously tell he knows something about what he's doing.
It's probably a
look at
fresh
his
account,
limits.
right?
It's a fresh
Yeah, or he could
account.
be like a stars pro who like
Yeah, exactly,
launched a
exactly.
GG, like
Oh,
made a
no.
new GG
Really
account for the
late?
series.
Really late?
He
Oh,
just may be like
no.
like a live guy or something too. Like
Yeah, he could be a
high-stakes
live guy, he could be a stars pro, he could be a cash player who's like, dabbling in tournaments, like he could just be good,
No,
but
no,
not.
He was playing the
he's
tens
done
and then
things that cash
just
players
jumped-
don't know.
jumped in and.
What's that?
He knows the sacred knowledge, Scotty.
Yeah, I don't think it is, I don't think he's a good cash player who's figuring out the adjustments for the first time in a tournament.
No,
He
not for the
knows
first time, but
yeah.
like, like he
primary,
could,
yeah, his primary skill
he could have a
set is
study
his
group, like,
wheelhouse.
yeah,
Yeah.
we just,
Alright, jam.
he didn't necessarily make 10K playing.
It's like
on
Nikita showing up for the super high rollers.
Yeah, uh-oh.
He could be a live
He was a
high stake
dash
mix
once.
game guy, like he could be anything.
He was a dash once. Like it's this grave insult.
Uh-oh. He's got that,
Ooh,
he is bad.
Imagine like
surprised.
True Teller showing up for Triton for the first time. They're all looking at him like, who's this guy?
Yeah, he knows his 300 big blind spots, but does he know his 25 big blind ICM spots? Who
Well, I
knows?
don't think they even knew it was him. They just think
Oh,
it's
he
some like
messed up right now,
random
right?
Russian.
Mm.
Huh?
Right?
No, it was a bad bluff it for on double flush draw.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Hey, it was okay. I mean,
No, not on a double flush draw, because you need to protect from a flush draw. From
He
check
had
jams.
one of the,
Up,
he had
double
one of
up.
the flush draws, though.
double up.
Oh,
he
did
did
he?
not.
No,
Yeah,
he
he
didn't.
Hey,
He
we're
would
talking
call
about
off.
He
What do you
turned
mean?
Young
clubs,
Money or
bro.
Army?
He turned clubs.
Was Arturus talking nonsense again?
No,
I think
no.
Arturus is talking about Young Money and Galen's talking about Army.
How is this?
Uh,
30 more
Galen is not following hand and
Young Money was bluffing with his
Double up.
booty and low cards. 7.
No 5. No 5.
Will he
alright,
win
let's
it?
go, money. Let's go, money.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I kind of prefer to. I don't know. Do you?
Do you like a race with 4-5?
Not really.
You need some
Prefer to
coverage down
jam or
there.
call.
I
It was like
agree.
15 big blinds, right?
Oh, that's the nuts.
Yes.
Call.
Yeah, it's
Just call.
more of just a
Just
call.
call.
Wow, with the ace of hearts too.
Exactly. He's got the ace of hearts too. Oh, a
And
3
the
would
3
be
of clubs
so,
too.
dude, if the 3 of diamonds hits, it'd be so dirty. So dirty. Like you just call, right? I think you just call.
Phew.
Now he's gonna, oh, he gave up. Okay, he gave up. So what, you don't go for it all. Go for 3? 3
Yeah,
million?
4.
4 million?
Yeah.
Okay.
Way to go, Young Money.
Raise? He checked,
Alright,
okay.
this is it. Here's
Oh,
the
cool.
dive.
Oh, he
Check
finds a
it,
check
there is
back.
fault.
Army's been good at finding these.
I don't know if you would call it good.
Oh,
What
now
is
I hate
Army
this, cause
doing?
he
Value
big bet.
bluffing.
You don't raise against the big bet.
He's gonna check back now, surely.
Yeah, he's snap check backing. Whoa, he's
Oh
not.
no, he's
What
thinking.
the hell?
You can't
Oh,
get value
diamond?
for anything.
bro, he's
Is he
gonna
There
turning
is
it
pot.
into a
so much
bluff?
button
Oh my
clicking
Did
going
jam
on.
no?
Small for it to be a bluff.
Or
Small value,
Yeah,
good
you
to
can't
call.
fold.
Young Money's
That
like, what
was
the hell? I made the
that was
max.
not
Thank
good.
you.
That was not
I
good.
mean, yeah, that was not a G2
That was a
river
fun, dude, he's
size.
gonna win now. Young Money's gonna win now.
I don't
That's the
know.
turning point, that hand.
Maybe
There's
this
just
hand
so
could
much
have done it.
punting.
Jack.
Young
Jack,
Money's just trying to find a hand and not fold.
Jack,
No,
Jack.
Yeah.
We thought king
no.
good enough.
Min raise.
Has Young Money screwed anything up yet?
Yeah, you're, heads up, are you supposed, I thought you were supposed,
That was a
7-4
screw up.
is
You're not supposed to, you're not supposed to fold 7-4 heads
I
up.
Yeah.
mean, in theory, you should limp it, right? But,
Yeah, I think you might
or
raise it
open,
some.
maybe.
Yeah, in
it's not
heads
the
up,
worst, it's not the worst
not-
mistake to make, but
you're not allowed to fold if there's a big blind ante, but you can do a small amount of folding if there's online ante.
okay.
He's gonna bet, Army's gonna bet and get it through.
Yeah, he's gonna get bluffed, dude. No, he might float one though. Nope.
It would be a good float.
Okay.
We're gonna get a raise
Win,
and maybe
a
a,
win.
Hang
this,
on,
may-
but
Ooh, yeah,
this
this
may
could
be
get
all in.
in.
This may be all in.
Yeah, you gotta call it off. You're
Army.
3-betting this.
Army.
Just flat, yeah.
That last one, ace 7-0, I think it's mainly a raise at the stacked up.
Check the nines.
he-
Yeah,
he
you
did
wanna
make a
open.
flat.
That one is so bad for limping.
Yeah, I
agree.
agree.
What do you think of flat?
oh
With
no, he's gonna get he's gonna get Young Money to
Oh
fold it.
man,
9 of
check.
spades on the river. 9 of spades on the river for the
Will
ultimate
he
cooler.
bomb it? He
Nine
could
of spades.
jam here.
Oh bro, he's gonna jam. He's
Like
gonna
four-
jam.
Nine of
What else
spades.
is he,
too.
what else is he doing? He's gonna jam.
Yeah, yeah, he's gonna get him.
Young Money can't call, can he? There's no way. He
No,
can't
he
call. He blocks the bluffs like Queen 9, King 9.
It would be very brave.
He's
I'll
thinking
put
what
it
he
that way.
has. Like he's trying to think of a logical
Yes, the
hand, but
heart
it's just
too.
called.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Uh,
gotta fold.
That was a problem.
Jam?
Jam.
Oh, limp's okay.
It is a jam, but
Maybe.
wanna limp
No,
the
I think
middle
you
ones,
do just
probably.
jam it, right?
Oh, no, it's a jam, I think.
No, yeah, you probably jam all all
Yep,
offsuit aces
jam,
more.
ace deuce, ace three, ace four, 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Does he bluff? Does he bluff? No, it just shows it down, loses,
And
okay.
you get him off of this, you'd win this pot.
Maybe he is a cash player, cause he's fucking up some of these like spots here. The short stack stuff. His post flop's very good, but the pre is not quite dialed in.
Oof.
Finds
And the ace nine
that,
suited flat earlier, he fucked that one up too, a long time ago. It was like pure fold or slivers of
jam?
stuff.
See, you could jam king, jack nine here, I think.
This
Mhm.
for
I wanna bluff
donk.
this.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, raise, right?
Rebluff. Rebluff.
Nice.
Reblue.
I think he
Rebluff.
should, yeah. Call or
No,
bluff
Oh,
both.
it's
oh,
over.
this is a cooler. This is cooler.
You
Oh,
shouldn't get it all in, though.
I don't know, man. He's not folding, do you think? Like the queen just allows him to chop with so many king X.
Yeah.
If you got Army's image, you just bet as well.
He needs like a nine of
Dude,
diamonds.
look at that.
Oh, the five.
Clean,
GG.
That
really.
half pot bet sizing from Army on turn. He
no,
doesn't know what
he
to do.
folds now. Look at his sizing serving.
Is he gonna
What's he gonna do
jam
now?
or bet
He's gonna
small?
jam. I think he's jamming.
I'm folding.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh,
wow.
it's
You
the
read the
fold, he should have bet
sizings.
4, man. 4 would
He's
have
a
maybe
jam.
got
Young money
Yeah,
paid.
I
stomach
think
right
so
now
too.
from having
Cause
made.
you block everything, trying to get paid from a queen almost, aren't you?
Diamonds brick, straight draws brick.
God, he's
There's,
been donking so much.
That's a great fold by Young Money there.
it was
you
a good
know.
fold by Young Money. I don't know
That's
if I would've, I might have paid,
yeah, I might have paid as well. At least
Jam,
think about it, you know.
jam, raise?
Nah. Limp's great here, actually, I think. For 10. Queen 5. You
Yeah,
could
not bad.
open, I guess, as well. Jam's a little spew.
All in this.
On this?
Yeah,
Okay.
king seven
Which
for
one? The
sure.
king 7?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I could
kings
see
for
that.
sure.
I
Yeah,
could
all
see
your
that.
offsuit kings and aces when they limp. And he's got 10. Easy
I
jam.
believe it.
I would limp this.
Easy jam, Young Money.
Another one, yeah. Found it finally.
Alright, blinds just went up.
Open jam.
I jam this.
Or
Limp's
limp.
fine. Limp's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just
I think
betting.
jam's a little better.
Oh my gosh. How do I run into aces there?
Did he donk again here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's
Dom.
just been stabbing every limp pot.
Yeah, but then he's not. He's not been
Oh my god,
tripling
he's
it
gonna
off.
bluff him again, dude. If he bets like 2.5, it's gonna work.
I think we call now.
No,
2.5.
everything.
He's got a pretty good bluff.
Oh, he went tiny.
He went too small, I think.
It's
maybe
the
it's
tiny
good.
after the time bank. It's pretty like,
Sussy.
yeah, like
I
what,
think you're
what
supposed to
value?
fold jack free there.
Well,
Maybe.
he's not trying to make him fold a 7. He's trying to make
Nah,
him fold
he's
ace
going for
high.
auto folds. Yeah, he's going for auto folds.
Or, yeah.
I think ace high calls that still, but yeah, I don't
Yeah.
It
know.
honestly probably might in heads up. After that line. For that size, yeah.
Big bet, valued, gets called by king high.
Ooh, the
Uh,
comeback.
Maybe too small.
I don't think
Good
I'd
job,
call
Young
light
Money.
against Young Money. He seemed pretty straight up by the book so far. Not really bluffing.
You're a non-brain having whale though,
Yeah,
in this
true.
spot. So you don't care, you're just gonna pay him.
Too big.
Oh, it's okay. 3.5, what do you want?
Raise.
Good game.
Shit. He's like, I know I can probably 3-bet
Oh.
in theory, but I'm gonna
They
not
both
against
turn
this villain.
gutters. They
Check it back.
both.
Check it back. Wow,
Terrible
he could have
pair.
lost way more here.
Yeah, terrible check on the turn.
He could have lost way more. He's gonna go value though now. Is he?
I
And
will
Oh,
Arnie's,
check.
Army's gonna
456.
raise. Army's gonna
Either
Oh
we
bluff.
block or
man, he's
we.
gonna get him.
Well,
He's
Army's
we're-
gonna
gonna get
jam
him.
it, isn't he?
Yep, Army's gonna
Not.
get him right here. His bluff catcher's too good. Oh, he just
Oh, he just
calls.
calls, okay. Yeah, it's a little thin to jam, right?
Maybe.
But it's
Lots of
weird to like
straights.
play check to call. Why not just bet?
Do the betting yourself, yeah. I kind of agree.
Thought he'd bluff a lot more than he has worse value.
What a punch in the face about, yeah.
That feels great. They're doing a lot of folding.
Yeah.
Kind of an action flop.
This is another
Ooh.
one. Couldn't he jam the king deuce facing limp?
Should be able to raise
I
it.
would've
Yeah,
jammed.
this is direct shove, I shoved.
I mean, now he has seven
Yeah.
big blinds.
Oh, they should
Like-
jam this too. What is
He has
this,
seven big
limp?
blinds.
Yeah, I don't think I think it's a limp or
Let's
jams.
go.
Limp
It
or
doesn't
jams.
ISO, Army doesn't ISO, so it's okay to limp.
He doesn't
Like-
until he does.
Yeah, true.
Here we
GG.
go. That's it.
Sad.
4 of hearts.
No,
Oh, they chopped.
Oh my god.
stop. That was horrifying.
Then make dinner.
You make your second pair and you still don't win.
GG card, I hate this.
He has no chips. I mean, what is he gonna do?
Ah, I screwed.
That's the worst way to go out, when you just blind out. Oh, he
He's
folded.
Yeah,
strangled.
yeah.
Yeah, he's got a stranglehold. It's over.
Go out
Is
with
it
a
a good
whimper.
fold, Jack free?
Call off. GG.
Win.
He's making
Oh,
a.
it's fold.
What? Come on, bro. Pile this.
What did you just fold?
I've deuce suited for 3.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, the guy.
any suited hand, right?
He
Yeah,
just
it's
doesn't
good
wanna give up
enough.
a chip. Alright,
He calls.
come on.
He's gonna double him up.
He's got his deuce.
Double up.
Army's
Double
just
up.
like he just pays by worse hands every time.
What do you mean he had to?
He should have jumped
Uh-oh.
deuce,
Fold.
was gonna call jack deuce, no?
Limp?
It just feels funny watching him fold hands he should jam, but then calling like similar hand strength versus jams.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man, another double up ski. What the hell?
Ooh,
How long does
money's-
this video go
money's
for,
back in
Larry?
it.
Is he gonna win?
Alright, this is
Is he
it.
gonna win after all? Jam.
Six?
Ooh.
Jam.
Six?
Jam.
Yeah.
This is a
six
jam,
okay.
yes, but we
It's
need
okay.
to induce him.
Army's tilted. He found the fold. Wow.
Like
Army's
he's,
not giving it up.
he's over.
They're
over
playing
folding.
for like 250,000 here.
Yeah, it's a big, big heads up sit and go, isn't it?
And no deal flag has been seen.
Dude, if only Army jammed the 5 deuce, he was gonna get him for sure.
I think
Yeah,
that was
It would
the
have been
hand.
Jover.
Yeah, for sure. Now
He
that
let him, now
Block?
he's gonna regret his decision.
Is this good sizing or not turn? Maybe, yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Arturus, you're thinking too deep. We're in it for the storyline now. It's a sports match.
yes.
We don't care about their sizings and what's right anymore. We're just here for the show.
What is this click? Oh,
Oh
and he gets it.
no!
What?
Oh no!
Oh my
And just like that, Young Money's dreams have been
What?
dashed.
Drills it and then finds the
Young,
reasonable
He
young
size
money
he
finds-
can
wants.
make big folds though.
He
Oh,
finds,
No,
oh
this
my
is
god, what an
On the
insane
free.
click. The insane click to gutter ball. How does he hit that?
What do we do now?
If he
He has
bets
no-
6 million here, he gets paid every single time. Because of
no-
that other king 3 hand. Like jam, he might find the
Oh,
fold, but if he
fold,
had 6
fold.
7 million, he would
He's spamming
always get it.
emojis.
The emotes is the nuts every time with,
Yo,
with
this
Army.
guy
We
is
did
just
Oh
giving
my
it
god,
away.
he's
Yeah.
letting him off. He's really letting him off.
Oh my god.
Dude, imagine you just bet
Young
7
Money,
million and you
please
have him
fold.
crippled again. You don't
Young
need
Money,
to take
please
him in one
fold.
fell swoop. You just need to take half.
This is why in live I never say a fucking word. Because he can't balance this shit.
No, you
Ish.
can't.
Yeah,
Anything
so-
you say can and will be used
I mean,
against you.
I'm
Wow.
not Daniel Negreanu. I can't talk and
He
bluff
let
at
him
the same
off.
I
time.
think this is
He-
an important concept though, like we're playing heads up. This is the only villain. You actually don't need to go for the home run. You can just chunk him and finish him later.
I kind of agree with you, Danny. I guess it depends if you have bluffs there. It's such a weird like click back, but I'm definitely an advocate of like the base hit over the, home run.
Right.
Especially like if you remember the king 3 hand we played when the guy had king 10 and we bet like third on that river. There's no way he's folding for third ever.
It's,
Well, if he
it's
has a
interesting.
jack.
So it's kinda like, okay, you win the tournament there outright 70% of the time, or you put yourself in a situation where you win the tournament like 90% of the time, but you put yourself in that situation 100% of the time. So
Yeah, I
it's,
disagree with the numbers, but I agree with the concept, yeah.
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 Outside of the numbers, just you're inching
Yeah,
yourself closer
just
to
for
that
an
finish
example.
line. 100%.
Right.
You're just inching.
If you can secure the river payment every time for a smaller payment, when it's your only opponent, it might be worth it. It's not like early game where you need to maximize chips every time.
Young
Right.
money is raising, or is raising those gut shots. Oh, at least he has nothing. That's good.
And that applies like on FTs in general, but it's magnified when literally your heads up, it's only you and him.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
It's coming.
Jack on the turn would be sick. I
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
how, he might get away now if he goes too big
Oh, he has
here.
4 outs and he
Check.
doesn't know it.
Checked it.
Check back
Ye-
probably.
Do
Realize
you
you're
want to
concerned.
bet call off?
What does Army do? He calls. Check to him, let him, give him the rope.
Does young money have it in him to bluff though? I haven't really seen him bluff
Young
yet.
Money's got really bad blockers.
Wow,
Aw,
And
he
decide.
is so.
he's so bad. Why is he gonna win this tournament, man? Oh.
Gonna win this tournament because he has all the chips, but other than that. Oh, do you know when
Alright,
he's ended?
okay, here you go. There's a collision.
And cuz he's just like drilling gutters and then
Yeah,
drilling
Yeah,
trips
exactly.
and then
GG.
that's
That,
it.
that
That
5-4
was
spot was
close.
nuts. That 5-4 spot
Whoa,
was nuts.
GG.
Army,
he's so happy.
34. Jeff Gross, look at him. Jeff Gross is like, wow, Army's a champion.
Yeah.
Glad we didn't have to listen to 2 hours of Jeff Gross.
Okay, I'm glad it's
Wow.
not just me that thinks he's a bit much sometimes.
Well, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe, to like, leave
I'm
us.
just joking, Jeff. I love you when you watch this.
Love you, Jeff.
If you're not a member
I
of
love
our
I loved you
Discord,
on Party Poker Premier League.
send us a message. We will add everyone. Everyone is welcome. The family Discord. Thanks a lot,
Come in.
everybody. See you guys on Monday.
Cheers.
Play hard, win hard.
Bye. Bye, Jeff.
Have a good one. I'm gonna ban.
Jeff,
I'm gonna ban.
Jeff.
GG guys.
Jeff, my name's Jeff.
Do we turn the recording off yet?
Nope.
Nope.